Hi guys, welcome to Carol's Universe. It's tarot readings from the heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your week ahead reading. Just to let you know how the reading's going to go, we do your weekly check-in first. Then we have a look at more specifically your work, stroke finance, and we also have a look at your love life during the week. I'd like to say, guys, thanks ever so much for joining me this week for your reading. And yeah, sit back, relax, and enjoy. So we're going to do this week your week ahead reading. We're looking at the 8th through to the 14th of June 2020. For your reading, guys, the cards that we are using are the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot. Those cards will be looking at your general situation for the week. We're looking at the Light Seers Tarot for your career, and the Tarot Grand Lux for Love by Chiara Marchetti. For spiritual advice, we're using my Crazy Sexy Love Notes by Chris Carr. Really love this deck. Okay, sit back, guys, and enjoy. Hi Aquarius, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your week ahead reading. We've got the 8th to the 14th of June 2020. For your general reading, we're using the Radiant Rise Spirit Tarot. For the career, we are using the Light Seers Tarot. And for your love, we are using the Tarot Grand Lux by Chiara Marchetti. All right, let's make a start. Right, I mean, the Four of Cups is the first card to come out. So the Four of Cups often shows up when we're not happy. We're not happy. I mean, there's all sorts of connotations to this card, if I'm being completely honest with you. One thing with the Four of Cups could be temptation. For me, very much it's a card that represents the devil reversed. Very similar to devil reversed if we looked at it in the way of temptation. This person here doesn't want the drink, or they don't want the drug, or they don't want, you know, they don't want the thing that's bad for them. So they say no, because they've had lots of it. So they're saying, no, that's it. I'm done enough. I'm not going to take any more. Because these three cups at the bottom, they're the same as this. They're just being offered another one. And they're just saying, no, I really don't want that. No, thank you. I've had my fill. So this is a card. It's not so much that it's always about discontentment. I mean, that's the normal kind of standard meaning of the Four of Cups. You'll find that in a lot of books that you read. It's about discontentment, disengagement, disenchantment, unhappiness, dissatisfaction, all of those things. And yes, it is. But by the same token, this can be a card that said it's not so much about dissatisfaction in terms of, oh, I just don't want it. It might be that I'm just dissatisfied with the way that I've been living my life, and I don't want to do that anymore. There's all sorts of ways you can look at the Four of Cups. But anyway, we're going to have a look at it in terms of, yes, somebody here, Aquarius, one of you is not feeling entirely happy. Or it could be somebody else. Let's have a look at the other one. The Hanged Man. I think there's some of you guys, it feels to me like the general message is that if you're not 100% happy with something that you're doing with that Four of Cups, if you really don't feel a connection to it, then maybe there is a need with the Hanged Man just to take a step back with that Hanged Man energy showing here. Because the Hanged Man for me is a card about just taking a step back to review where you are. And also, there is a sense of acceptance and letting go with the Hanged Man energy. But the thing is that this cup is being forced onto this person here. It's not the other way around. They just don't want it. They don't want what's being offered. So if you don't want what's being offered, and Four of Cups is something that is given to you, it is. When you get the Four of Cups, this is something that is being, you know, proposed to you. It's being given to you. It's a gift, or it's a job, or it's whatever it is. It's something that's being given, but the person that it's being given to isn't completely enthralled by it. So I think that somewhere along the line, Aquarius, there's something in your life that you've been given, but you're not entirely happy with. And I think that the card of the Hangman is saying that really there is a need to just to take a step back and really look at this thing from a different angle, because the Hangman is taking a step back and looking at things from a different angle as well. So whatever it is that you're not entirely sure about, I think, Aquarius, in your life, there is a need to take a step back and look at the thing from a different angle, with the Hangman energy showing here. The Page of Wands shows up here. So the Page of Wands can be a messenger, it can be a younger person, but it can also simply be the start of a new journey, or the start of a new path, or the need to explore maybe a new path with that Page of Wands energy. The Hierophant. So the Hierophant is all about rules and regulations and traditions. organisations with the Hierophant energy. I actually feel that you need to start communicating really with that Page of Wands, probably with a higher power, or maybe there is a need to explore or get some guidance on the matter with the Hierophant energy. Yeah, I mean, there's certainly something about needing to communicate maybe with somebody who's at a higher position than you, somebody who can maybe suggest or give you a few options perhaps. Because the Seven of Cups represents options and looking at what our options are. And this person here is looking at what their options are. And we've got the Page of Wands energy showing here. And it actually might also be that with the Four of Cups showing that maybe some of you guys aren't entirely happy with a particular path that you're on at the moment, or something that you're being given at the moment. The Hangman, I think, in one sense says, you know, if you're not happy with something, then just kind of take a step back and look at it from a different angle. But if you can't do that, Aquarius, I think there's a necessity really just to kind of maybe take a bit of a break from this. Or it could be saying that if you're not happy with what you have right now, take a step back. It's almost like delay taking action on it just yet, because the Page of Wands really is the action. It's the new journey. It's the new way forward. It's the new, because all pages are new. So when you get pages, they're all about journeys and movement. They're all new movement. So for me, this could be like delay taking that step forward. Delay almost with that Page of Wands, deciding on a new path forward before, and just get some advice on what your options are. Because the Hierophant is the advisor. So it's almost like the universe is trying to say to you, we know that you're not happy with something that you're doing at the moment, Aquarius. But before you decide, you know, it's almost like it's saying, before you decide to do this, to head for a new direction, maybe you need to delay this with the Hangman energy and get some advice on what your options are, or, you know, what other opportunities there are around you. So it's almost like it's saying, don't be too hasty. If I looked between the lines with the cards, I think the tarot is actually saying to you, we know that you're not happy with what you've got or where you are at the moment, Aquarius, but you know, don't be too hasty to act. You know, delay with that Hangman taking some action here with the Page, and get advice with the Hierophant on what your options are with the Seven of Cups. Let's have a look at your career. Well, that's quite nice. I'm seeing forward movement with the Chariot energy showing there. We've got another Hierophant card, the Hierophant here. So the Hierophant again could be an organisation, for example, or advice. Usually in work, for me, this is like an organisation. This could be like a white-collar job, that type of thing. I feel that, but this could also be a higher level as well. It does feel like you're moving towards a higher level, though, in work with the Hierophant and the Chariot energy showing there. The Ace of Wands, so new beginnings with the Ace of Wands energy showing up here. The Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles feels like you're being given something, because the Six of Coins is a gift. Okay, so receiving a gift. The the 6 and the 7 together. Okay, so I think that you guys are receiving something new. Like the Six of Coins could be, for example, being chosen for a job over others, that type of thing. But for me, this is all about being given a gift with this Six of Pentacles energy. For me, with the Seven of Coins, it feels like, but you're going to have to be patient, okay? Because it's going to take time for things to develop with that Seven of Coins. Seven of Coins for me is a card that says we plant the seeds, but we've got to wait and take our time, wait and be patient in order to see what the results of that thing will be. So the results of the hard work. So all the hard work that you put in with the Seven of Pentacles, there is a necessity to watch and wait for those seeds to grow. So even though I feel that you're receiving with the Six of Coins energy, it's almost like if you look at this Six of Coins, what this really strikes me as is that when I see, can you see how this hand here is putting the coin into this one? So it almost feels like you're receiving a gift here, but it's almost like you need to take what you're receiving here and you need to kind of utilize this in the right way. And if you utilize what you're being given in the right way, you're going to get the rewards, because the seeds that are being planted in the hand here, they're actually being planted in this. Okay, so it almost feels like there's very much a spiritual message behind the cards in terms of work this week, Aquarius, that whatever it is that you're being given here, you need to use it to good purpose. You need to use it for a good purpose, because the universe is giving you an opportunity here. And the Ace of Wands is the opportunity as well. So it's almost like a new opportunity is being given to you. all right? But you're going to have to wait for things to flourish from that. So what we'll say here is that I feel that with these 5 cards in terms of work, Aquarius, what they're saying to you is that you're moving to a new level here. So the movement of that Chariot and the Hierophant would be the higher level. All right, so this could be a higher job than what you're in, for example. So it feels to me like you're moving with the Chariot to a higher level within your work. But I feel that this new opportunity with the Ace of Wands that's being given to you with the 6 of Coins, you're going to have to wait for things to really flourish. So, for example, it could be for some of you guys, you're getting a promotion. The moving to the higher level would be the promotion of the Hierophant, okay? But the opportunity, the new opportunity with the Ace of Wands, Aquarius, that you're actually being given with that 6 of Coins, don't expect that the new opportunity that comes to you, that things are suddenly just going to take off like that. They're not. The new opportunity that you're being given, if you plant your seeds and if you really kind of put the work in, because the universe isn't just going to give you this opportunity and expect you just, things just to flourish and open up for you all at once. You're required to put that work in. So the new opportunity that you're going to be given through this higher level here of the Hierophant, because remember, you're moving towards a higher level with the Hierophant. The new opportunity that you're being given here with the 6 of Pentacles energy, if you put the work in, you're going to see growth and you're going to see real movement. So it could be kind of like a ladder that you're going up. This may be the first rung of the ladder for you, but the opportunity that you're being given, if you put the work in with the 7 of Coins, you could be moving up the levels. You could be moving to the next level and the next level and the next level. So really, in terms of work, you're really being presented with a very beautiful opportunity here, and it's an opportunity for you to grow and to expand within your career, but it really does require you to put that work and effort in, Aquarius. Finally, let's have a quick look at what your love reading is telling you. Okay, so Aquarius, this could be a person for sure. Queen of Wands could be a Sagittarius, Leo, Aries doesn't have to be, or this could mean attraction or invitation. Let's have a look at the next one. So the 8 of Swords. It feels to me, Aquarius, like there's somebody around you who doesn't want to talk, or they don't want to communicate, with the 8 of Swords energy showing here. The 6, oh wow, you got the 6 of Coins again. It feels like this person, whoever this person is, it could be male or female. Just because it shows as a queen, it doesn't have to just be a female. So it just feels to me like this is somebody around you, but they don't want to do their fair share in a relationship. They're not putting in an equal measurement of work that you are. If you look with this 6 of Coins, this version of the 6 of Pentacles, it's like there's an unequal measurement, okay? So this person is withholding the coin. They're meant to put it in here so it balances out that scale there. So say, for example, this is you. This must be you because this is not your sign. So this is you. You're putting all of your coins in. You're putting all of the work in. You're doing your fair share with that scale there. But this person here has yet to put their penny in. And I feel that what you're dealing with is somebody who is very reluctant with that 8 of Swords to put their fair share in. Right, the Devil. So we have a individual here. Could be a fire sign, male or female. Queen of Wands. But I get the impression that this person is reluctant with the 8 of Swords energy. 6 of Pentacles. There's two things I'm thinking here actually with this reading, if I'm being honest. It's just come to me as well. There's a couple of things really. I think firstly, if there is an individual, male or female fire sign, it doesn't have to be a fire sign. It just means that if it's if you're a female and you date males, then this the male has a lot of sort of feminine fiery attributes to them in their character with that Queen of Wands. And it might be that this person is reluctant with the 8 of Swords, with the 6 of Coins, to play their fair part in the relationship, as it were. We've got a Devil here, which often shows kind of chains and hindrances and problems and abuse and all of that type of thing. The other thing might be, though, that you've got a person here, Aquarius, and it might be, though, that the 8 of Swords is you. So even though you might have a lover here in the Queen of Wands, male or female, you might be bound to others as well. Because the 6 of Coins on a reading can actually be that, it's not just about kind of doing your fair share in a relationship. The 6 of Coins can also mean a player. It can mean somebody who's got various people, somebody who likes to play the field. So it may also be that you may have a person here, but you may, with the Eight of Swords, be bound. It might be that you feel powerless against others, for example, because the Eight of Swords is powerlessness against others. So the Eight of Swords, cards like Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords tend to show people just giving into stuff. They're not fighting it, they're giving into it. And this could be others. And it might be with the Devil energy that this is something that cannot be, or that you feel that you can't kind of, you know, fight against, and that you tend to give into. And because the Devil card means adhering to our temptations. Let's have a look at the next one. Right, Justice. Now, the Devil and Justice for me, it almost feels like with these two cards, this could be the bad and this is the good. So it can be sometimes, sometimes with the Devil and Justice, I get the impression with these cards that it's about kind of bad things being, with the Justice card, rectified. So this is bad things with the Devil being rectified, because the Justice is bringing balance back. It's restoring balance. So the Devil is not balanced. The Devil is all about the superficial. The Devil is all about kind of, you know, the external matter. It's not about anything to do with grounded, loving relationships. This is all about things on the surface. This, as I've said, can be a card about abuse or, you know, sexual deviance and that type of thing. So let's get it together on this one. I feel that in terms of love, if there's a person around you, this Queen of Wands, male or female, this person might be bound to, or this person might be reluctant, because the Eight of Swords in a love reading can mean a lack of commitment. So this person may not commit to playing their fair part in the relationship, and it may be that in the next few days there is a need for a wrong to be righted concerning this. So it might be that you're having to call this person out, or you're going to have a really serious conversation with the person about their lack of, you know, their lack of hard work or their lack of intention in the relationship. I think that, though, if this is you, if there's a person here, but you, Eight of Swords, are bound by, you know, you're kind of feel powerless against kind of giving to others, for example, it may be, again, that, you know, you need to really kind of think about how you're going to resolve that situation. Because for me, the Devil is about the wrong, and this is being righted, so there's a need to find a resolution on that. If this is this person here who is, you know, finds themselves kind of powerless against others, for example, again, there is a need for a wrong to be righted here. So I think that there is a need really overall in the love reading, for whichever way you want to play those cards, I think there is a need for certain wrongs to be righted in relationships, okay? Let's quickly go through the reading again before we finish. So, in terms of general, the message is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups, I think there's something that you have in your life right now, Aquarius, but you're not 100% happy with it. I think that you need to delay, though, if that's the case, delay with the Hangman. I'm going to read this as a delay card. I think you need to delay taking action. There's another way to look at this, though. If there's something in your life that you're not happy about, then I think that we really need to kind of, because the Hangman is ruled by Neptune, so this is the card about fantasizing and dreaming. So you need to start kind of really connecting, I think, on a very sort of spiritual, higher level with that Hangman energy, to what your true kind of intention is with that page. Because the page has a journey that it wants to fulfill. It wants to explore certain things. It's a fire energy there. So there is a passion and a drive to start on a new journey, to start in a new direction. But it may be that you need to get spiritually probably more kind of in line or more aligned, I think, with this Hangman. Because the Hangman for me as well, it's quite about being aligned with our dreams, because it is ruled by Neptune. So it's the card that, you know, kind of shows people who do a lot of visualizing. It's a card of visualization. So really we could say the word visualizing. If you're not entirely happy with where you are, then now is the time to start visualizing with that Hangman as well, about the path, the new path that you want to take. So start visualizing, Hangman, about the new path that you want to take. But it may also require you to get some form of advice about what options are available to you concerning that path as well. So I think we're going to read it in that way, actually, with a general reading. That if you're not happy with where you are right now, start visualizing with the Hangman about the path that you want to take. And I think with the Hierophant, there is a need, though, to literally, it's fine to visualise on the path that you want to take, but, you know, you have to kind of, you know, you have to balance that out with real-time action, which is getting advice, getting the answers. Remember that with the Hierophant, it represents answers, because he's got the keys, so he's got the answers. So, yeah, not happy with where you are right now. Visualise the path that you want to take, the new path that you're wanting to take, and get the answers. So get advice, get guidance Hierophant energy about the different options that may be available to you when it comes to that new direction that you're looking to take. Career-wise, I see some of you guys moving towards the Hierophant. So it looks to me like you're moving towards a higher level in work with the Hierophant energy showing here. And it almost feels like the new opportunity that is given to you, if you start putting the hard work in, so take the opportunity that's been given to you, put that work in, and over a period of time, things are going to flourish, okay? So you're going to see results for all the hard work, but there's an opportunity coming to you, but you must utilise that opportunity in the right way. Take every bit of that opportunity, work hard, and you'll soon see results coming out. Finally, in terms of love, this looks like another individual here, fire sign, male, female, could be, or just somebody who's very kind of, you know, glamorous and funny and energized and attractive and interesting and all the rest of it. But this person may be reluctant to share with you, to play their part in the relationship. You know, it's quite about fairness and balance. A wrong needs to be righted this week on that. The same as if there's a person but you feel powerless against others, you know, people who may be showing you lots of interest, you need to right that wrong. If this person here feels powerless against others, there's a wrong that needs to be righted. So I think that in love especially, there are things now that need to be kind of readdressed within relationships and that type of thing. And finally, your spiritual advice, Aquarius, it says stop complaining. So it says, the spiritual advice is, apples don't compare themselves to oranges. Stars don't compete with stars. They know there's room for all to shine in this ever-expanding universe. So embrace your differences, celebrate your quirks and kinks, bring your fullest expression of self forward and champion others when they do the same. All right. That is the reading, my darlings. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. If you'd like your own private reading, click in the link in the comment section below or the end screen. Okay, that's it. Have a great week, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.